Steve talked about having conversations with Kobe. Was that something that the front office reached out to Kobe to have him talk, or is that something his agent brought up?
It was actually something that was brought up by his representative, but it was more like after he makes his decision, he'd like to talk to Kobe. But we made a decision to have him call before he made his decision. And it was a little bit of a risk, but we didn't want him to make his decision without having spoken to Kobe and our coach.
Right.
So we ended up being proactive.
Obviously, Kobe is
scared him off, perhaps.
That's the chance you take with Kobe. That's the chance you take.
I mean, we all had. There was all those, when we talked about trauma around the Lakers, about whether Kobe's in the loop, whether he's seen as the recruiter, whether he's involved in these types of decisions. Did that change this year, or is it?
No, he wasn't. Yeah, he doesn't want to be. I mean, I always say he doesn't want to be involved in the decision.
Okay.
When he hears information, that he feels that maybe would help us, like he'll text me a name. But that might happen 20 times during the season. And he's not trying to send a message. He's just saying, this is what I heard, because the players talk. Okay? He does not want to be in a decision-making position.
But in other words, he likes to be consulted. Like, he has been moved a little bit.
When we called him that evening, he had no idea I was calling him about Steve Nash.
Okay.
When I got him on the phone and said, I'd like you to make a phone call, when he heard the name Steve Nash, I think that was the first time he heard it.
What did he say?
He was excited.
I'm assuming there was some
he was excited. He said, "Do you really think you have a chance?" And this is before we did a deal with Phoenix. So I said, "I think," but I'm not. I said, I'm not sure it's going to be easy." But I said the first step is we have to convince him that this is the place that he wants to be, and then the second step is trying to get a deal done with Phoenix.